Packers fans, this is the Packer Mentality Podcast. Whether you are new to the channel or you've joined me before, welcome and thank you for being here. As usual, before we get going, please help me build this channel and take a minute to subscribe and follow me on social media at Packer Mentality. Let's talk injuries before Monday night. Injuries have been a factor for the Packers, but things appear to be trending in a positive direction this week. So far, only two players have not been practicing at all this week, and that would be backup safety and special teams player Zane Anderson and starting linebacker Devondre Campbell. Follow me on X or Twitter, and I will post injury updates leading up to the game. The Packers will be in Las Vegas on Monday Night Football to take on the Raiders. These are two teams that are struggling and could really use a win. Both teams have bad rushing defenses, and both teams also have bad rushing offenses. So, how did the Packers come out on top? Let me get this out right now. The Packers can't continue to play this way and hope to win many games. The defense can't give up 200 yards rushing twice in 3 games. You can't be completely without a running game on offense. And you can't give up 22 pressures and 5 sacks in one game. Too many failures on both sides of the ball that tend to compound each other. When they happen in the same game, you are going to lose those games. You have a young quarterback in his first year as a starter, and he hasn't had all of his weapons on offense in any game due to injuries. And he's only had his full offensive line for 1 game. This has been a really tough situation for Jordan Love. Under the circumstances, I think he's handled it really well. Keys of the game. The Raiders have 2, maybe 3, but definitely at least 2 players that the Packers have to keep contained. Both of these guys are special players, and anybody would love to have them on their team. That would be Max Crosby, their defensive end, and our old friend and former Packer, Davante Adams. On defense, the Raiders come into this game managing only 7 sacks in 4 games for the season. Max Crosby has 4 of those sacks. Crosby is one of the best pass rushers in the league, and he's got a terrific motor. You cannot lose track of him or let up when you are blocking him. If you let up thinking the quarterback threw the ball or the play is over and the whistle hasn't blown, he's not giving up. I love his effort, and his talent speaks for itself. Keep him under control. The good news is that Elton Jenkins, who missed most of the past 3 games, and John Runyon Jr., who got injured in the last game, they're both practicing and appear to be good to go for Monday night. This indicates that the Packers should have 4 of their 5 preferred starters back on the offensive line. I've already mentioned that the Raiders' defense is not good against the run. Does this mean the running game is going to be better? I don't know. Will Matt LaFleur remember to use Aaron Jones? Your guess is as good as mine. But if he does, having at least the threat of a running game will open things up for the offense. When with Christian Watson finally healthy and Luke Musgrave has now cleared concussion protocol, this means that all of the skill positions will have everyone available. It's great news for this passing offense. This Raiders defense is not great against the pass. They've given up 8 touchdowns and just 1 interception. If Packers offense can't bounce back this week, I will be concerned. When the Packers are on defense, I'll be watching for our old friend number 17, Davante Adams. He is one of my favorite players, as you can tell by the jersey on the wall behind me. He's still an elite receiver, regardless of who is throwing him the ball. And by all indications, that's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo on Monday night. He's got 5 touchdowns and 6 interceptions on the season. That's not very good. It's primarily Davante, Jacoby Myers, and Josh Jacobs as his targets in the passing game. I expect to see a lot of Jaire, hopefully with some help on Davante most of the night. I don't expect anyone, even Jaire, to try and cover him alone. Joe Barry, don't get cute. Give him some help. Don't let Davante ruin the game. The Raiders' rushing attack is right there with the Packers. It's bad. Josh Jacobs is a really good running back, but he and all the Raiders running backs have really struggled running the ball so far this season. This does not mean that the Packers can be lax when Jacobs is in the backfield. He is a quality running back and also a really good weapon in the passing game. This is not the game to let a bad offense get rolling. Before we wrap this up, I've forgotten to give a couple Packers who've been very good so far this season some credit. And let's knock on wood. I hope this continues. Great job by kicker Anders Carlson for being perfect in his kicks, extra points, and field goals. And also to punter Daniel Whelan for a solid job in his punting and also with his holds on those kicks. I will be at the game on Monday night. Las Vegas is my home, and I am not missing a game when the Packers are in town. It will be my second Packer game in 3 weeks. If any of you are going to be in town for the game, please reach out to me in the comments or on social media. Since I will be at the game, my gut reaction episode will not be up until Tuesday. There's no hurry since we have a lot of time with the bye week coming up, but still check it out when I post it. Until then, follow me on social media for the injury updates. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the game and go Pack Go.